Welcome to the Global Speaker Spotlight. Today, my name is Katische Haberfield, and I am here to help you understand the heart-mind-body connection. I know life can be difficult. I know there's lots of time pressures that you have. I know that you have to deal with the emotions of the people who surround you at home and in your workplace. I know there are technological considerations that are making you feel more pressured, such as AI and all of the wonderful inventions that we are suddenly supposed to keep on top of. We're supposed to be knowledgeable, poised, professional, and emotionally competent and mature. There's no place for emotions in the workplace, are there? But yet, time and time again, we are subjected to the wrath, to the anger, to the frustration, and sometimes to the callousness and jealousy of co-workers and our bosses, sometimes even clients. So, before I get you all riled up, imagining scenarios where people have wronged you, I want to let you know that by the end of this talk, I will give you a very clear way that you connect with your heart, your mind, and your body so that you can help yourself in the moment to make the most aligned, wise, intuitive, heart-based decisions that are going to help you with your career and most likely your personal life as well. So let's get started. Let's just simply close our eyes. And for the moment, because you don't really know me, I'm going to close my eyes too, just because it establishes a bit of trust that I walk the walk as well. So let's just gently close our eyes. It's all right. It doesn't matter if you're watching this at work. We can all close our eyes at work for a moment and just get some composure. When we close our eyes, to some extent, we actually shut the outside world out. We begin to connect with what is important to us. And we connect with what I call the spidey senses. And the important thing to know about the spidey senses is they are a good indication of not only your thoughts and how you are feeling, but the energy that is surrounding you. And when we close our eyes, we give ourselves permission to get some perspective. And it only needs to be for a moment or two in your normal workday. But for now, what I want you to do is just simply trust me on closing the eyes. Again, don't worry. Doesn't matter if anyone sees you close your eyes or if your kids are wondering, what the heck are they doing? Just close them. And then start to breathe in. Because we breathe all the time. But it's not until we actually physically force our mind to take a deep breath in that we start to slow down our world. Time seems to go into a special space. It just kind of holds for a moment while we draw our energy back in from the world, from the noise around us and the noisemakers, and we say, right, let me connect with myself. And then we say, right, now that I've done that, I'll breathe in a little bit more. I'm predominantly a nose breather. So when we breathe in through our nose, we can choose to exhale and let some tension out. But if you've got a blocked nose today, that's okay. Breathe in through your mouth and you can hold it and let it go. Now, I'm no hippie yoga pants wearing Bircher muesli kind of a person, so I'm not going to sit you here down for a meditation. But what I want you to do is I want you to connect with a memory that's strong, where you were in a situation at work. And if you're a self-employed person or entrepreneur, work can be at home on a Zoom meeting or in a client meeting, or it could be in a physical space like an office, a hall or a meeting space within a corporate environment. I just want you to remember one time where you were feeling the pinch. What I mean by that is you're beginning to feel overwhelmed. Perhaps you were feeling stressed. Maybe your palms were starting to feel sweaty. You're getting some tension at the back of your neck. Maybe a slight headache was forming, or your tummy was starting to cramp a little bit. Maybe you thought, oh, can't handle this at the moment. I need to go out and have a ciggy or a vape, or maybe you just needed an extra shot of espresso right there and then, or you need another cup of tea, or, those biscuits look good in the Bicky jar in the coffee room. So just find that one moment and trust it. Let it come up and let yourself know it's the right moment. And I just want you to really feel what you are feeling in that moment. Don't worry, we're not going to go deep into it. We just want you to feel that feeling. Just be aware of it again. And I want you to think, be curious. What was I thinking at that time when I was feeling those feelings of overwhelm? Maybe you're even starting to feel anxious. Maybe you needed some gum or something that you help calm you down. But the thing is, you know yourself that you're a peaceful, calm kind of a person. But it's only when you are forced to make decisions quickly or without full knowledge of a situation, without the details, when you are being pressured not to have the reports at your fingertips or to use AI for an answer, when you know yourself, you can get a better answer if you just had a little bit more time to research it yourself, because you're a good researcher. I know that. Be there in that moment. Think of that situation and how it was making you feel kind of tight or contracted. And what I want you to do is don't worry about those thoughts or those feelings right now. I want you to just zone in and allow your body, just in this moment, we're not going to let it get carried away, allow it to find where in your body you felt that tension. Okay? Just find that spot. Maybe it's in your back. Maybe you suddenly felt a bit of back pain and thought, oh. Maybe it was in your jaw. Maybe you clench your jaw. Maybe you hold your tension in your jaw. Just ask your body. I know it sounds stupid. Just say, hey, body, we're in that moment. Let me find where you store my tension. You found it? Good. Right. Now, what I want you to do is two things, and we'll do them in order, okay? The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to do something a little strange, but I can guarantee you it works. When you connect with the feeling in your body where that tension, overwhelm, stress, or anxiety is held, I want you to ask it, what is that negative emotion that you are feeling? Because stress is a negative emotion to me. It's emotion in action. What is the fear? What is the anxiety? What is the stress? What are all those negative words that might come to your mind now? We just need to pick one. Right. Sometimes you get a whole jumble of them, but you'll know in your heart there's one message. So listen to that negative word. Now, I don't want you to put it up in shining bright lights. We don't need anything neon about that word, but behind that layer that is stored is the wisdom of that negative feeling in the body. And maybe the body's got a message for you that says, if you keep doing this, or if you keep allowing this, then XYZ will happen. I'm going to move a little bit past that. We want you to tap into your own body's inner knowing. Because on the flip side of the negative analysis is the peace that we need to come to. And the peace is where we move from the body and we move into the heart space. So what I want you to do right now is to put 2 hands on your heart. And you can open your eyes if you need to, but it's best with them closed. And I want you to notice that when you put 2 hands over your heart space, you calm yourself down. It is your own way of connecting with the wisdom and energy, the sentience of your heart. It's its own energy field. It has, like a brain, as has been discovered, in the gut. That's why we call it the heart, mind, body wisdom, because each of these energy centers, and you don't need to freak out about the word energy centers, but each of these centers has its own intelligence. We're so used to using our logical, rational brain or our gut instinct that we don't go to the heart for the wisdom that contains within. And your hands hold special energy that calm your heart down. So what I want you to do now is just to connect with the heart-based wisdom and just ask your heart to connect the dots as if you were teaching a small child how to draw. You know, where they try to draw a duck and they throw a tantrum because they can't do it themselves, and you hand them a drawn or traced picture of a duck and it's in dots, and they've just got to get their pencil and they draw around the duck. And if they draw around the duck enough times, they will learn the shape of the duck, and then they'll learn what it feels like to draw their own duck. So we want to do that now, because what we're doing is we're practicing connecting with the heart. And the heart can sort things out in a rather peaceful way, and it can say, in this moment, I would be able to, if you ask me, sort out the logical, rational brain and the thoughts and fears that the amygdala is firing up, and also the gut instinct and the wisdom of the body. And I can separate all of that, and I can put it together in a way that feels like a special package or a present. And that opens up an ability for you to see how in that moment you can push through and create a clearing, a new kind of an environment where you can tap into at any time when you are feeling pressured to make a decision, pressured to respond to somebody else's emotions. And you can say, when I put myself in this space, I can see the possibilities of life, the possibilities of where I can find the answers that are outside the field of logic and rationality and I am this and I am that and they expect this of me and how rude are they. I can open up new possibilities of how this can be resolved, how we can move forward, and how everybody can connect to their joy in this moment, because we will create a field of wonder and amazement where there was only ever going to be a field of decisions that escalated, that nobody was really interested in, but they felt it was the best way to do this. So, just to recap, whenever you feel overwhelmed or like you are being asked to do something that you're not comfortable with, you're starting to feel emotions and bodily sensations, please simply remember, you have 2 hands, and one of them is to calm your head. One of them is to place on your tummy. That is the heart-body connection. Sorry, that is the mind-body connection. But when we add the heart in, we place both of our hands on our heart, and it automatically connects the dots between our body and our minds, and we create miracles in action. Now, I work with individuals as an intuitive consultant and with organizations of any size. Please connect with me if you'd like to know more about my Lunch and Learns, keynote speeches and workshops through LinkedIn or my website, which is simply my first name, Katische. So go to katische.com. And thank you for your presence today at the Global Speaker Spotlight.